Today I'm going to make some low-carb zucchini bread, or you can call it keto. But for my mom, I make this all the time for her. She quit buying bread in town, so I make all of her breads because she's on a real low sodium diet. But this batch I'm going to use and make it for me, and I'm going to do it with salt, so it won't be the low sodium. But start off by just adding the wet ingredients, which is it's 6 eggs or cup and a quarter. My sister has an allergy to the whites, so she uses just the yolk, and she gives me the yolk, the whites. So I end up with a lot of whites. I mix the egg with it, but that's the reason why I do the measuring instead of the cups, or do the cups instead of so many eggs. So then we put in, it calls for lemon zest or lime. I use lime because I have a food sensitivity to lemon. And a little bit of, it's a quarter of half a teaspoon of liquid stevia. And then we kind of stir that up just a little bit. Then we're going to put in all of our wet ingredients, or our dry ingredients. That's our wet ingredients. So we're going to put in the dry ingredients, but we're not going to stir it until everything's in. So there's the cup and a half of almond flour, half a cup of monk fruit. You can add another quarter of a cup if you want it a little sweeter. I don't do the sweeter. Then we have a tablespoon of baking powder, 2 tablespoons of cinnamon, quarter teaspoon of ground nutmeg, half a cup of pecan pieces, quarter of a cup of, I'm using sea salt. It's kind of stuck because my container was a little damp. And then I'll kind of mix that in, making sure that that baking powder don't have any lumps. And then, after we get it stirred in pretty good, we're going to add 1 cup of zucchini. Zucchini I shredded the other day. It was a huge zucchini. It was actually made 3-quart bags packed full of the shredded zucchini. It's huge. It's 20 inches long. It's about my record. I think I had one a little bit longer than that. Then after that's all stirred up, then I do it the lazy man's way. I just spray the edges of my pan with, I use olive oil or coconut oil spray. And then I'm going to put, this makes taking it out a lot easier. And I'm not going clear to the end because my cake pan's one of them that the curved edges. But I just lay that in like so and put the batter in there. And then all you do is bake it at 350 for 50 to 60 minutes. And I'll come back on and I'll taste it and see how it tastes when it comes out of the oven.